Born into a musical family in Ga-Sedibeni in Limpopo, Tsamandebele Mokoena started her singing and music career at the age of 14 as part of her mother's community traditional group. Having made it onto the national limelight through her hit single featuring famed musician DJ Oskido, Candy has had a career within the arts that spans over 22 years, and she joins us on the show to talk to us about her journey, her travels, her experiences, her charity work, and a whole number of things. This Candy? Thanks very much for joining us. And great to know that you've been part of the Kosha for a long time. It appears.
Yeah, and like about TV, never believe, because when you grow up, and then we'll say, I started like my musical career from church or Sunday schools.
Yes.
So not during Sundays, like about Sunday schools. Like I don't know. Okay, so especially that I'm from the rural. I'm a village girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you got yourself immersed in the traditions and the whole story of how their music is put together.
Yes, exactly. That's why even though when I wrote my songs, like I just take my mind back from where I started, because my mom, she was a percussionist and also a lead vocal on the traditional group. So yeah, when I write, whatever I write my music, it takes me back to that African melodies, yeah.
And the whole spiritual thing that goes with it.
Oh, yes,
because it's almost like trance music once it gets going. You are in a trance, you can't get out, you can't escape.
You can't, like it's beautiful one. I love African, I love the melodies, the sound.
Yes.
Iringa performer now when you're talking to me.
I wish. Why not, actually?
Oh.
If you want to go for it, man. Which one comes in?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Riveri tswanya ile motse ka mogale bana besu.
Betakosha.
Ritswanya ile motse ka mogale bana besu. Re ke na le ke atra ka wa bara re ke ya kigoloni.
There we go. Well, it's just a taste. Just taste. Yeah. Otherwise, it can get worse.
I love
Now, the professional side and you being part of the Bundu Girls, and tell me about your time, Lubu Papa, Penny, and so on. Hey, man. Travel fair.
Yeah, I think it was a part of learning also, like more in a music journey. I started to work professionally with the late Peter Tinnett.
Okay,
and
yes.
I remember I was 23 years old, and now I'm 46. It means 23 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Professional performer, because after all, you started much earlier as a performer anyway.
Well, yeah, I was still at school by that time, by the way.
Yeah.
And professionally, I started working with the late Peter Tinnett in 1993. Jumped to the, Papa Penny Penny. It's a Shaka Bundu Girls by writing for Dr. Thomas Chauke, also writing for Joe Sherimani, Esther M. To mention Bona, I think we might need 2 hours, my profile is so big.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've been writing from that moment, like immediately I started to work with the late Peter Tinnett. I wrote a very huge song that was like it was popular all over the country, outside country, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Swaziland, So I think for me now, when I look at my profile, I can name myself that I think I was born to make a hit in this country, because there's no artist that I've worked with and I wrote the song and the song became a recurring flop, or maybe skats on my hand.
When you touch them,
gold.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is great, a great achievement. And you worked with Oskido, and Roadbull, Ringo Madlingozi, and
Yes,
a whole
I
range of them.
yes,
Yeah.
I co You know, normally people when they see, sometimes they will say, you know what, hey, grata Ringo, and then the next thing he said, hi, Kendi, good system music, hi. But when you check and then you find out, no, she was the co-writer of Baleka, Ntate Ringo Madlingozi, which is my mentor also. Actually, I look up to him when I write my music also, you know, especially with the language that I speak. Yeah, so it was a blessing also working with them. I also worked with Louis Mhlanga as a co-songwriter also. Go Pinengi ngoba ibiza mali hakuna. Hakuna mali hakuna is in Shona. And I also worked with Bonam Tate Oliver Mtukudzi, but via Louis Mhlanga.
That's right.
I've worked with Revolution.
But now tell me about Tsamandebele.
Oh yes, yeah. Tsamandebele. You know, nkare ka 2011 actually ke ile ka ba le hore modimo ile a ba le ka tsela ile ngore kore a ke tsebe re ne testa or jwang gore ke tla ba strong or ke tla gona na. Remember, it's a year that I lost my son in 2011 on the 2nd of August 2011.
22nd of August 2011.
It's a 2nd of August.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is not so long ago, 5 years back.
5 years ago.
But how are you coping now?
You know what? There's one song that makes me cope, like to cope every day, and the people on the street also. You know, there's a song here, and that Obawelango under 10%, R. Kelly. You know, it's one of my mentors also. And there's a song called "You Save Me." When I play that song, I can play that song every day, 5 hours, 6 hours. Play that song because the message behind the song. It looks like when he wrote that song, he was writing to dedicate it to me. You know, so. Whatever I play that song and then I get healed. And especially that I'm a talkative person. I love talking with people. Kids, especially when we talk about kids, they motivate me a lot. They there's nothing that can make me happy than to talk to kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a very passionate person, I can tell. I mean, from what you did here in the studio, the way you tell your story.
Thank you.
And also confident, which is something I admire in so many people, because many talented people do not regard themselves as people who can achieve whatever they want. And with you, you recognize your talent. It's a wonderful thing to do. But you also started charity work following your own personal health issues.
Yeah, as I said, my profile is so big. Yes, in that 2011, after the loss of my son, and then I needed to be strong for my mother, especially my son left she was 5 months old, his daughter was 5 months old. Now she's 6, And she's very intelligent, like father, like grandmother, like, you know, I don't even know how to describe it, you know. And immediately already I started Kendi Tsamandebele, but I was not aware that it was a foundation. I started in 2009, partnership with the Greater Letaba municipality, going to all the schools at Mopani district, because they always said charity begins at home. So that's where I started. And what makes me happy also is that I was going to the schools where I started, where I was attending the school without shoes. That's why that song, it's a Koloi, name of the song. Dedicated to that. When I wrote that song, I was just thinking about myself. But in 2009, that's where we started going to a different schools between January, February, and then we go to different schools, talking to kids. And my aim was like, it was not even because it's before I was diagnosed with a sugar diabetic. I was just talking to kids, highlighting them about their originality, accept yourself for who you are, and the language that you speak, and the language that your teacher will be teaching you, because you had to learn about that. You have to know so that you can become a better person.
So now,
you know,
you've had the different experiences, success, achievement, and of course the tragic side of life. And still being connected to your community and your roots. And traveling the world at the same time. You know, is there a show that stands out that you performed at around the world? That you know, if I ask, like I'm asking you now, you remember it like it was yesterday?
It's like, I went to Miami.
Yes.
Maybe last week.
Is it? That was your best international show.
Like that, it was my first. It was in 2005, I think so, with Oskido, because many people they think maybe I worked with Oskido before. I mean, now in Tsamandebele. Yeah. I've been writing songs also for BOP and Trompies at Kalawa, you know. But I just thought it wasn't the right time by that time, because maybe I thought they won't understand my language, this and that, you know. But and at the very same time, remember, God is the one that is leading us in everything.
Now I have to just cut you short here and ask you final question. What keeps you together, you know, so that you ooze this confidence and energetic enthusiasm for your life and career?
Loving yourself, respecting yourself, fear God, like God, it's everything to me, because I will never do anything before asking him, his favor, that God lead me on everything that I do. Let me treat this sugar diabetic in like energy, talk to people, highlight them about it. So it's God, everything that I do. When I travel, God is leading me.
When you perform, the same thing.
He knows. Actually, he knows. I just thought he knows. When I go to stage, God, you know my people need to be happy.
Yes.
You know what to do.
Yes.
Bless you. And I will perform, and then I'll come out like happy, and my people will be happy.
Says Candy.
My album, it's new. Easy come, easy go.
Easy come, easy go.
Afro Jazz album. I just want to share some of my experience.
No, we need to enjoy it and listen to it. Easy come, easy go. It's an Afro Jazz album.
It's in stores. It's doing very well, on top 20.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, it's doing well. It was nominated also for South African Traditional Music Awards for Best Female and Best Afro Soul. Thank you.
By all means, that's what we want. We actually should stop talking and rather letting the music do the talking.
Let the music play.
Let the music play.
Thank
Candy,
you so much.
Appreciated. And we trust you enjoyed tonight's interview and the show. And we invite you to join us again next time. And, you know, easy come.
Candy, easy come, easy go.
Till next time.
My journey.
And good night to you.
Thank you.